Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I wanted to give you my thoughts on workout frequency and what I believe is the best method of protocol in implementing that. A lot of people are under the impression or belief that working out a muscle more than 1 or 2 times per week is excessive and will lead to something called overtraining. I do not share that belief. For me personally, given the option between working out a muscle every day or working that same muscle out only once a week, I will always take the option of every day. It has been my experience that more frequency, smaller, shorter workouts done more frequently are more effective than long, dragged out, heavy workouts done once or twice a week, for example. You do have to adjust accordingly, meaning if you want to hit a body part every day, you're not going to go all out. Not to say that you can't go all out in intensity, but you have to realize that if you go very heavy in weight, that's going to prevent you from being recovered and giving you the ability to work out again. So it really comes down to what your ultimate goal is also. If your goal is to become the strongest you can become without regard for aesthetics, for actual visual, then this may not apply to you because that has never been my goal. My goal from the beginning of all my years in working out has always been looking at it as something of a sculpting process, that I have a vision in my head of what I should or could look like, and I look at myself and assess accordingly. I see my weaknesses, I see if I have any strengths, and I try to work out based around that. So it's very specific to me. But, I have tried all kinds of different methods. And again, in my opinion, once or twice a week is far too infrequent if your goal is to just build the best body and physique that you can have. And again, applying that same logic to anything in life, anything that you want to become better at and progress at, pick randomly. And then imagine trying to do that same thing only once a week for an hour. An hour or two a week is not going to, you're not going to become great at anything with that little amount of time dedicated. So it really depends on your schedule also, whether you're in school or work. But, for me, I make the most out of my downtime. Like now I'm at work. I'm making this video right now, but I also do push-ups. I like to do push-ups and pull-ups. I do lightweight workouts. So I just try to do whatever I can while here. And then if I have to, I work out again at home. Or I work out before work also. So for me, again, frequency is key. I also like the feeling of, pushing blood to a targeted muscle often. I don't like the feeling of working out once and then having to wait 6 or 7 days to do the same thing again. I mean, for me, it's just crazy. Another thing that I like to mention, though, is that I've never really focused too much on heavy weights. I've made some other videos giving my thoughts on this. If given another choice between lifting heavy weights exclusively or doing calisthenics body weight exercises exclusively, I would take the body weight. Partly for the reason that I just stated. Those heavy weight workouts will break down the muscle to a point where you can't really recover quick enough to work out with enough frequency. So the body weight, you can control all the variables, meaning you can determine for yourself how intense and how far into the workout you want to go. You can adjust basically time between sets, so minimize rest. You can go to complete failure. You can regiment sets using push-ups again. Since I mentioned it, sometimes I'll do sets of 50, sometimes I'll do sets of 100, sometimes I'll do sets to complete failure. Sometimes I'll drag those, the workout time out, like at work right now. I'll do a set every, 4 or 5 minutes to failure. Sometimes at home, I try to do the most amount of push-ups I can within an allocated amount of time. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever the case may be. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because, again, I'd hate for you to be missing out on better possible progress and development than you may be having now because you're under the mindset of this once or twice a week per body part thing. It's never really made much sense to me. So again, this is just a result of my experience. My opinion now is derived completely based on the things that I've tried, all the different techniques and efforts I've utilized, and this is what works for me. So give it some thought, guys. Hopefully you can be open-minded enough to at least try these kind of things and see whether or not it also is better for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks.